With mounting tensions at the border and never-ending news coverage, I wanted to explore the center of the conversation here on the south side of the fence. Today I am filming in Playas de Tijuana, taking an objective look at the partition between the United States of America and los Estados Unidos Mexicanos. The U.S.-Mexico border fence is a series of physical barriers designed to control and restrict illegal immigration, drug trafficking, and other cross-border crimes. The border spans approximately 1,954 miles, but the fence is not continuous, with around 700 miles of barrier currently in place, depending on the section. The fence includes a variety of structures from vehicle barricades to pedestrian fencing and steel walls. It is located in high traffic areas such as urban centers, desert regions, and remote areas, where unauthorized border crossings are most common. So here's the border wall. It goes out like 30-40 yards out into the ocean. It doesn't go all the way through to like Texas, right? So it kind of stops after Tecate, I believe, or Mexicali, but it looks like you can just swim around it. But I've heard a bunch of stories of people trying to swim around it, and then the currents and the waves and everything, a lot of people die that way. So it looks like you can swim around it, but not a good idea. You can see directly across, like over there. Way over there is San Diego. And if I put my hand through it, my hand's in the United States, and I'm in Mexico. It's crazy. The construction of the border fence began in the 90s under the Clinton administration with the Operation Gatekeeper initiative. This initiative aimed to curb illegal immigration by increasing border enforcement. Subsequent administrations continued to build or reinforce the fence, with significant expansions under President George W. Bush following the Secure Fence Act of 2006. Under President Trump, the construction of new barriers became a central aspect of his immigration policy, leading to the creation of roughly 450 miles of new fencing during his tenure, though much of the new construction was replacing existing barriers rather than building entirely new sections. Hope for improved Mexican and American relations lies in shared economic, cultural, and security interests that both nations are increasingly recognizing as interconnected. Efforts to foster cooperation in trade, such as through the United States-Mexico-Canada Agreement, or USMCA, demonstrate the potential for mutual benefit, as both countries are key partners in global commerce. Additionally, addressing issues like immigration through comprehensive reforms, improving labor rights, and managing border security in a way that respects human dignity and the rule of law can build trust. Cultural exchanges, shared environmental concerns, and collaboration in combating drug cartels also provide opportunities to strengthen ties. By focusing on these areas, both countries can work towards deeper collaboration, reducing tensions, and creating more sustainable solutions for the challenges they face together.